Okay, here we are playing League. It's against JNails. We'll see how things go. I've been having a little bit of trouble sleeping lately, but that's hardly an excuse, right? This board has, well, I'm going to say it has everything, but it's actually a little bit iffy in the draw department, I guess. Well, maybe not that iffy. You have, like, Infirmary for trashing, Hunting Party for draw, and then you probably want to be running, like, Festival Inventor off of that. The start's going to be Fisherman something. Maybe Inventor, with the idea that that's going to be the best thing at getting us to a largish Infirmary while, doing something. Could also see something like Fisherman Exploration. This might actually become a little bit relevant as you want to be playing more and more terminals if you don't really want to be supporting Festival, which seems plausible given how much you can do off the gaining. In any case, we're going to wait on the Infirmary a little bit until it gets a little bit bigger. So let's start Fisherman. Then we'll think about what we want to do here, whether this is going to be like an Inventor or an Exploration or what have you. Kind of liking Exploration. We get the Infirmary in earlier. We can add an Inventor with it. We're not that worried about collision because we're getting the Villager off. Whatever. As opposed to Inventor, where we would very much be looking for the Fisherman Inventor to collide for our big Infirmary. Yeah. Kind of like that. I don't really want to be dealing with Salvager. I want to do, as I say, not so much. If you had a 4-3, I think you'd be probably opening Infirmary. That's alright. Like, you can get a Fisherman on turn 2 in that case, because you trigger the shuffle, but in any case. Let's see, how's this league season going? I'm down 1 compared to even whatever. Yeah. Which is not ideal, certainly. This will be a Infirmary overpay. Trash out both of these. Certainly not ideal. I always feel like, oh man, you're gonna get a bigger one. That stinks. I'm sure this is gonna be an Infirmary overpay. Anyways, not ideal. The thing that really sucks is, like, I either want to be, like, winning and not demoting, or I want to be losing and demoting by more, because the thing that really sucks is, demoting on 14 actually really sucks, because, first of all, demoting sucks, but demoting on 14 specifically sucks because, you, like, only lost a little bit, but you also can't really complain because, you can't really complain because, like, you still lost, right? You can't just be going like, oh, I demoted on whatever, this stinks. No, you like lost, so, you can't be complaining about it. In any case, I guess this wants to be a hunting party. Start getting through the deck a little bit more. I'm not exactly happy with some of the deck pacing here, but it's alright. We'll get over it somehow. It's a Groom, that makes sense. Maybe play Inventor and then Groom. Good things are going to happen for you. Maybe we take like Fisherman, Groom ourselves. I'm not actually so sure that I want to be adding the Groom quite yet. Just because I guess we go like Fisherman skip. Just because I'm looking at, you know, in here and not being particularly happy about it. Like that was a villager use. Okay, we're seriously hitting the Grooms hard, which makes sense. I'm not very happy with how this game's going at the moment. At all, really. Okay, this can be a big overpay. I guess I can't really afford it to be a big overpay though. Like I have to be getting the villager in. I feel like we could just go like big Groom and then do a big overpay. That's actually maybe okay. I'll have to figure out how much to do. We should get the rest of the way cleaned out though. Like that's an infirmary. Do like this would be 3. This would be 4. We could clear out infirmary plus 3 coppers. That sounds good. Come on. Okay, apparently that's how it works. Weird UI thing. Alright, well, we're clean at least. We're definitely a little bit behind compared to where we would like to be. Stuff-wise. Like, you have 1 more Groom, you have 1 more Festival, and you're just as clean, so that's kind of no good for us. But, so it goes. Festival, hunting party, yeah, alright, this is bad. I was really hoping to get this Inventor in the deck a little earlier. Anyway, this will be Groom, Festival, probably another Festival, and really hope that we actually draw. I don't know, how clean are you? Maybe just as. Really hope we manage to draw a little bit. The thing is, it's kind of clear what you want to do, so I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to have the 2 Fishermen over the silver, but that only really comes to fruition if the deck starts working, or if the deck works like this turn, for example. That would be a really good time for the deck to be working. Okay, decided I wanted to clear some stuff. I'm not sure, you just can take an exploration. We did find Inventor, which is quite nice. We could like go Groom and then, or get another Groom and then Groom hunting party. Do we want another Festival? Probably. Well, no, we can take another hunting party because what'll happen is that we'll draw both Festivals and then we'll hopefully be able to draw back around. Would be the thing I would like to happen here. Maybe a little ambitious. We'll see. I'm gonna start taking duchies. Okay. Duchy rushing. I don't know what we're doing. You could have some bad turns. I don't know that it's that likely, but the rest of the Grooms are out. So duchies can disappear pretty easily. The hope is basically going to be that you kind of dud out, given that you're only carrying 2 hunting parties around. On the other hand, I can kind of do the same thing if I'd like. Like we're going to invent, say, Fisherman or another Inventor. And we can gain some duchies. I'm not sure how ambitiously to go after this. Like, how many Grooms do I actually have? 3? I might have ended up with. Which is fine. I mean... Okay. Like, if we go after a little bit more draw, or a little bit more plus buy, or a little bit more inventor, these would all be things that could help out. I'm not really that into contesting well, maybe I am into contesting duchies. Like, if we were to... I guess the other thing we can do is we can gather, right? If we were to take duchy here, and then we were to gather for, say, Inventor Duchy Gold, something like that. On the other hand, I'd kind of like to make sure that the deck is going to keep working, because I don't think that you're really threatening that much of a pile out. Well, maybe you are. Like, you could potentially be taking hunting parties on a full turn, although how likely is a full turn, actually? I guess the other thing you're thinking is that maybe you can go after estates with your 7 Grooms. That could be okay. In any case, I think we want to make sure that we're working our way up to province somehow. So maybe we take, like, hunting party here, and then plus, say, well, we could gather for, like, Inventor Hunting Party Gold. That would be an option. Throw in a silver. I don't like this option. We'll throw in a silver on top of it and just hope that we can draw enough. I mean, I understand what your deck's going to do. Like, this is as we're expecting. Okay, that Inventor is happening earlier in the turn than I would have liked, although I think there's not really going to be a way to stop it. So now we're going to go after estates over on that side, which is fine for me. I mean, I'm going to need lots of provinces, which is part of why getting, I guess, another duchy last turn would have been tempting. I fully expect this to just be 2 estates. Okay. So what do we need? We need 3 provinces. That could be a little tough. We'll see. I probably still need something of a dud from you, which at this point seems fairly impossible. I don't think we're coming anywhere close to the needed money for this, mind you. Yeah, like this isn't even close. 2 provinces doesn't quite get there. Well, maybe I could have taken... I mean, I should have taken an extra duchy on my previous turn, is what that's looking like to me. It was my start, too, which is extra annoying. I wish I had gotten more Grooms, clearly, although I'm not really sure where the opportunity was to do so. Is the other issue. Yeah. I don't know. It just felt like, you saw your silver turn 3, and, well, that was kind of bad for me, but anyways, on to the next game. I mean, I saw my Fisherman turn 3, it's not really a real complaint. We were putting together the Inventor Groom quite a bit earlier than I was, despite, I think, somewhat similar timing on everything else. In any case, here we have Quarry Grand Market, and we also have Quarry Governor, but I think Grand Market's maybe a little bit more relevant. Our start's going to be Lackeys Quarry. We're going to want to pick up Trading Post pretty early. That's definitely going to be a goal. And then work it from there. I guess you can, when you have Quarry, Devil's Workshop can gain Grand Market. You should note this. Fun fact. There's plenty of village through Lackeys and Patient. Governor's, of course, Governor, but I don't really know where I lost. Well, I know where I lost initiative there. It was that I just didn't, see my gainers together. You just ended up being able to get a lot more stuff really early for whatever reason. Lackeys, Quarry. I'm going to take a Chariot race over another Lackeys. Probably not. Yeah, this is bad. Basically, your good turn. My other turn is going to hit 5 with the Quarry, which is actually, freaking useless. So, the reason I'm putting Lackeys in over the Chariot race is just because it gives a little bit of extra pacing through the deck. Okay, what will this be? Could be a Devil's Workshop. Kind of actually we're going to hit 4 next turn, so this can be a Governor. And I guess we'll just try to draw a little bit more. Okay, here's our Devil's Workshop. Okay, I am drawing with this Governor, absolutely for certain, drawing with this Governor. This will gain an Imp, I should note. I could just get more Governors. I'm not that comfortable with not having, the Chariot race thing going. But... well... We'll get plus buy in the deck eventually, right? You're trashing copper over silver. Seems plausible. I haven't exactly had the opportunity. I fully expect this to be Grand Market. Okay, I'm just going to keep gaining Governors. I mean, sure. Disgusting to see the Grand Market this early. This is again where I just feel like I'm kind of falling off pace. If you have the Quarry in hand right here, we have problems. Certainly. Yeah, that's going to be a really big problem. I mean, we'll get another Imp. Joy. It's probably looking like gold gain. Trash out some stuff. And we'll go get our Grand Market, but at the same time, you know, this isn't exactly where we're looking to be. At least I top deck the Grand Market, right? Probably drawing with at least one governor, which means we might as well do this one. How do we feel about playing this Lackeys? I feel like I really should play the Lackeys. Draw again. I love drawing, but so it goes. We did not find the trading post lovely. It was very much what I was hoping to be doing that turn. Light on Villager, which is annoying. We're probably going to have a fail turn here, which is extra annoying. I've got to be finding Grand Market, and there's 3 Grand Markets and Lackeys, and I'm so screwed. Or even Chariot, Razor, Governor, and I'm so screwed. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, maybe we take, like, Road Network plus a Lackeys. That seems okay. Really not loving not having Chariot races. Really, really not loving that. But again, I don't know where the opportunity was. It just kind of missing numbers throughout the entire game. And the big thing now is going to be, let's not go drawing with Governor. I don't know if that's a big thing, but let's not do it anyways. Basically, I just don't want to have consistency over there, drawing-wise. I'm going to take, like, how many provinces this turn? That's an interesting question. Like, 3 provinces? Would that be a good number? Maybe. 2 provinces? If I could. 3 provinces? I think 3 provinces, I could probably put you in a bit of a tough spot. That may be easier said than done. I mean, we'd have to draw a little bit more. Part of the problem here. So you can probably do 4 pretty easily. So maybe do like 2 provinces and some amount of setup for next turn. Okay. Should be like province gov. And just hope you can't take 5, which, I don't know, probably you can. Again, I don't know that there was much I could do about it. Like, you can kind of just draw out here. You are playing a lot of Grand Markets compared to... or I think you might need to be if you were to be taking 5. Maybe it's okay. What am I top decking imps for? Well, we'll see where things are at. Potentially you can kind of just do a couple gold gains and... I don't know. I mean, we might as well take this to duchy. I suspect I'm just losing this turn, but, you know. Okay, yeah, I'm losing this turn. Well, what the hell, man? I mean, I could not get Grand Market. You could, and that was enough. Alright. On to our next game. Yeah, Groom doesn't look so hot here. This 5-2 might be a good. I guess we're probably... No, Cultist is bad. There's swap. Do not buy Cultist against swap. I guess we're gonna open upgrade, probably. You can upgrade into whatever. I guess that makes Groom actually pretty okay looking. If you can get, like, a village, you can be swapping, gaining nomads and then swapping them. Maybe not the first thing you want to be doing in life, but still pretty okay. The other option is, like, take a Sculptor, where we can maybe try to accumulate a little bit of Villager. But I don't think that that's really that in order quite yet. I think we're going to open upgrade. We could also do, like, villain. Probably not. I don't know what happens on, like, the next couple. I guess we get silvers and we probably pick up our Groom. Alright. There's just, like, no way to stop anything last game. I mean, you had 3 Grand Markets before I had 1, and it wasn't like I could really do anything differently about that, so... that was what was up. Oh, great. Ooh, another 5. Now that's interesting. Because the expectation was I was going to be getting silver plus a little bit here, and I guess that's not being the case. So the question is, like, does this want to be a Sculptor? I'm going to say the answer is yes, this wants to be a Sculptor as opposed to anything else. Maybe it could have been an upgrade. Another upgrade, but kind of liking Sculptor here. And then we can take, like, Barracks now, while we have the chance. I don't know what next turn's doing. Next turn's probably hitting 3, 4. Maybe swap now, also. Maybe another upgrade. We do the upgrade rush strategy, not really. And now we'll pick up our Groom. I just Groom for Nomads here. I don't really feel a distinct need for another silver. Can maybe add a council room or swap. Or we could do the Barracks. We're pretty likely to hit 5 down this way. Or not. I feel like my draws have been a little bit better here. Well, maybe not anymore. Okay, we were likely enough to hit 5. Now we can add the swap. These are going okay, I think. Another thing we can consider doing is, like, upgrading silver into Nomads. I don't know that that's, like, we're considering doing it, but it's a thing we can do. Doing this council room thing a little bit earlier is good. I guess. Not really thrilled with how things are going over here, but so it goes. Samurai, huh? Let's see. Okay, well, we're gonna swap our Groom. Okay. That was not as expected. Well, we can get upgrades. Maybe just 2 upgrades. Just kind of looking at this next shuffle, and I'm not that impressed with it. What do we have here? This is upgrade Nomads. I mean, the turn the Samurai hits is gonna hurt, but man, I feel like I need to just be upgrading things. Okay, that's fine. That was actually a fairly low impact turn for it to hit. I'm going to upgrade this into swap, most likely. Might be gaining a Groom. Gain Groom. Gain Nomads. Seems okay. The other option is like take silver and then, I don't know, another swap. Just to have the extra villager longer term. I think that's actually probably a little bit better. Wow. On the other hand, I could just not draw any of my stuff. Like how much? Yeah, okay, this is obscene. I guess we'll just province. I mean, jeez. What is going on here? I just can't find any of my cards. I think I bottom deck like 4 upgrades or 3 upgrades. 3 upgrades in a council room in these 6 cards. Jeez. I'm starting to get into the category of what are we doing here today? Like, golly. I think I'm just gonna province. I mean, single buy. Yeah. Commerce. Yuck. I swear, these turns are not deserved. I'm gonna get a discard attacked here, of course. I mean, this is just so bad. Like, I just could not. I can't draw my cards. That's what it really is I just can't draw the cards that I need, want, whatever. I wonder if that Samurai should have been a Legionary. Anyways. Doesn't really matter at this point. It's just... Oh, God. I'm gonna be a freaking 06 if I can't start seeing cards at a reasonable time. Like this game, I thought I was doing distinctly better up until maybe 2 turns ago? 3 turns ago? Not exactly sure. In any case, it was bad. We still need to do a commerce of our own. A couple other things. That cultist has got to be like purely for upgrading, which is reasonable. We'd like to swap into Samurai or whatever, just to get a discard attack in this turn. I don't know if we'd like lose a swap for it, probably. There's no way to, yeah, okay. That doesn't work. You can't swap into a... Yeah, okay. Well, we can swap into a council room, right? Maybe. Or swap into an upgrade. Just kind of losing it. Be province commerce. Discard attacks are coming. The issue is you can like totally double province. I wonder if I could have gone into like Cultist last turn. Swap into Cultist. Do amazing things. I just feel like this one off turn just killed me. You can go down to a Legionary. I don't know. I just feel like I'm like a solid 3 turns behind right here. Through very little of my own doing. I mean, you can probably just triple, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a discard attack in. Which, I mean, we can do with Legionary. Probably just fine. In any case, we're gonna swap an upgrade out into a Cultist so we can trash it. Do we want a Samurai here? Or would I rather try to get it done with Legionary? I mean, chances are we're not seeing this thing anyway, so maybe it can be a Samurai and we'll see later. Nomads into Duchy maybe. What's this gonna do for us? Can this even like get there? Oh, it got there. It's a miracle. Apparently I didn't need that good a turn. Yeesh. Where'd that come from? Felt like my deck was just failing the entire game. Oh, it's not my start. It's your start. There we go. Okay. Donate. Frigate. Well, there's nothing that really works with Guildhall here. So this looks like it's probably going to be very Craftsman focused. Not sure. Like, my idea is just that we're going to be in debt basically this entire game, which is fine. The question is, how do we get there? Do we like Craftsman remodel? Craftsman what? Craftsman who? It definitely seems like this should be Craftsman. Maybe we do a big Farrier overpay. Try to see the Craftsman and donate and do some other stuff all on the same turn. Because then with that idea, what can happen is that we can like put together Native Village, Craftsman, Farrier on the post-donate turn. And that way we can draw a little bit. That seems alright. Reasonable idea, maybe. We'll see. I think that'll be my start anyways. Craftsman, Farrier, overpay. It's actually kind of unclear how quickly you'd want to donate here. Just because, like, you can be doing stuff for a bit. Frigate, though, is, like, big and mean and making me think that, you know, we don't necessarily want to be messing with a lot of that stuff long term. I just think you don't need to worry much about debt the whole game. I guess 3 provinces wasn't so good on your turn. Who would have thought my debt could actually hit 21? Not me. I didn't think that. I wish it had swap. It'd be so much cooler of a board. Not really, but I wish it had swap. Okay. We're going to open Craftsman Farrier. I guess it could be Craftsman Remodel, but idea Craftsman and a Farrier overpay, I think. I don't know. Like, Remodel's fine. You can remodel into stuff, but how good is that stuff, really? Who knows? Well, we saw the Farrier, at least. It's like, what can we pick up before the donate? Like, we could go Native Village Craftsman here, and that seems pretty okay. There is some question of, like, how much money we need to be putting in before donating. This could be Native Village Silver. I don't think the being in debt thing the entire game is going to work out so hot here, just saying. Yeah. Let's do like that. Then we'll Craftsman plus donate here. Craftsman probably a Seer and then donate. Be a lot of debt, but oh well. Maybe Sanctuary, which is hot. Kind of a tough decision, isn't it? It must be Frigate. Not the worst idea ever, it just doesn't do a whole lot early. I'm a little bit scared that I'm going to get completely beat up by the remodel. Just being able to gain a bit more stuff, but that's okay. We'll try to live with it. You didn't keep any estates, I'm noticing. Are we keeping any copper? I don't know. The thing that we could do is we could be gaining like a remodel off our Craftsman. But I'm also not sure what that's supposed to do, really. You didn't keep any estates, I'm noticing. The thing that we could do is we could be gaining like a remodel off our Craftsman. But I'm also not sure what that's supposed to do, really. If we do it this way, we'd be gaining Remodel. And then we'd have the Remodel in that we so desperately want, which I mean, I guess we do. Like this can be a Remodel gain. We're going to have a lot of trouble paying off the debt. I guess it could also be a Frigate gain. But the real question is, like, how are we going to do this village stuff? I don't really know. Saying this feels bad is, like, understating things dramatically. This feels terrible. Absolutely awful. I think they're about Frigate. Anyways. Like, if I draw one thing here, I guess we can, like, Craftsman whatever, Remodel into Frigate. I mean, I'd like to be playing Frigate this turn. I very much think. I don't know about doing it before the next Craftsman is the thing. Like, we could take Craftsman, draw it. We can't draw both is the issue at hand. So, I mean, maybe we just do something like Craftsman for Frigate. And we're going to remodel the silver into, I don't actually know what, maybe another Seer. That seems okay. Bottom deck both Seers, lovely. At least we can do a native village into them, as opposed to whatever else. Remodel this Farrier this turn. I don't know that Frigates do a whole lot, they're just kind of a pain. I mean, they pay off debt, kinda. They affect your play order substantially, at least. So we're going to remodel Farrier into Craftsman. Okay, we can Craftsman a Frigate. We won't be playing a Frigate, or we wouldn't be playing the other Craftsman, which is unfortunate, but that's our sad reality. Well, this will be annoying. Having to play, basically going to have to discard, which is obnoxious. So this is going to go straight into like Sanctuary Duchy. I need more native village kind of badly. I wonder if both these craftsmen are just going to gain native villages for me this turn. I mean, I understand what we're trying to do. It's get Sanctuary, get duchies and gardens. It's just annoying to try to execute. So it'll be Craftsman, gain duchy, Sanctuary, and I'm basically just a turn behind on all that because I'm missing a native village. Which I guess is why you'd get a remodel to start with. Or maybe one of these Seers is excessive, although looking at this hand, I'm not so sure. Just kind of annoying to play or try to play around. Other thing we can do is we can think about like adding extra village in like a witch's hut. Try to figure out why I feel like I have one fewer village going on. Oh well. Duchy. Okay, this completely sucks. Like, entirely awful. So, I need another native village. And I feel like I need another craftsman. But it's kind of hard to say how to put it all together. I think I could get like another native village and then hope that next turn works out a bit better. Would be one option. Like we can mid-turn gain craftsman. So that would look like this. And again, oh, crap. I really do like not finding Seers. Jeez. My deck is really good at arranging itself in the worst way possible, I'm noticing. Which, if it sounds like a complaint, it absolutely is a complaint. These native villages are totally gonna, or this native village is totally gonna find the remodel. Just saying. Okay, it didn't, which is good. Actually, that wanted to be another craftsman, but whatever. We can do it here. Alright, well, we're only a turn behind where we need to be. And have a stunning inability to draw cards. We should have opened Remodel. I don't know. Should have maybe kept one more card. Post-donate. Garden's actually better than Duchy. Not sure. Anyways. I don't want to keep the remodel around. I'm not really sure for what, but... It's okay. Maybe you're going to not play Frigate, and then I'm going to not find a Seer. This totally seems like something that would happen to me. No, that's the frigate in hand. Never mind. I guess the deal with Gardens is that Seer can draw it. That would be why. Why that? Now your next turn looks just fine, right? Like you can Sanctuary Gardens right off the bat. Oh, it is a Seer. Okay. That's good news. We got Craftsman here. Duchy. I'm kind of feeling the need for another Seer, which means probably that should go in before the Duchy. We could Sanctuary the Remodel. I do kind of want to keep it around. So maybe we just do it this way. I'm going to have to draw something with the Sanctuary, which does encourage Sanctuary the Remodel. Do Gardens of our own, another Duchy, another Sanctuary. And just being a little bit, like, as I say, one turn slow to everything. Okay, we are going to fail to play Frigate. That's fantastic. Good job, deck. So take Gardens. That's really bad. I don't think it's controversial to say that's really bad. I don't know, like, was there some better way to play this turn? I don't think so. Kind of, we set aside the Seer, we Sanctuary, draw whatever random thing. Maybe that's the way to go, is set aside the Seer and then just hope. Because then we have Native Village, Frigate in there. I guess we're guaranteed. Okay, that was a misplay that I did not properly calculate out. Anyways, I'm almost certainly losing because of the turn without Frigate. This is just going to be like so easy for you to just get all the duchies you want. And potentially all of the, well, just make your deck that much better. All the everything. I mean, there's still hope just because, like, you can draw, you know, a bunch of garbage like I've been doing. But maybe not the most likely thing ever. I don't know exactly how to do this. The thing is, at some point we have to pick up with Native Village, which is not going to be very pleasant. This is Sanctuary Frigate, so we'll discard the Frigate. Okay. Not exactly my favorite thing to be leaving on top. Just keep kind of lowering stuff. And I mean, I hope you have a bad turn at some point like I had. That turn was okay. I mean, there was an extra Frigate in deck, was a substantial problem with it. Nope, you're gonna find Frigate every turn. I'm seeing how this is. I'm going to make sure to play Frigate early this turn. I want no temptations to be discarding it. And certainly you have a third Seer in hand. I actually feel like I'm like that substantially behind. Like, what can you can't actually do a ton more than mine? Just because it's Frigate limited? I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, if you... Okay, like that. Should be surely like this. How likely I am to find more native village down there? Fairly likely. Okay. We're going to want the last duchy. I just don't know if I want it right now. This could also be, say, a Seer. Or whatever. This is Sanctuary. I don't really know what. We need a native village. Okay, that's actually awful. Ending up with quite a bit too much green in deck as opposed to in exile. I gotta really use drawing the Sanctuary right there. I'm gonna watch as you have like this bad turn and manage to not play Frigate, and then I can't actually do anything about it. This is my prediction here. Also notably, I only have 3 Craftsmen, which does make it a lot harder to pile out, must say. Just gonna point this out. And at least I have a Seer in hand. Yeah. I wonder if you just get there. Like, I mean, I guess you can empty gardens, and then I'm kind of toast. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, like, how I'm supposed to play this one. I mean, I had the one time when I could have picked up the Frigate, but I still feel like I'm just kind of falling into this, abyss. Either way, of just being like this half turn behind, where I can't really do anything. I mean, surely you just take the last 2 gardens over playing Frigate. It's not like I can do anything about it. Or maybe you won't have that option. Last 1 gardens. And I just have to hope that, like, you have this just absolutely awful turn. and I somehow don't have an absolutely awful turn. Interesting concept there. What do we want out of this? Witch's Hut Remodel. Like if I'm gonna be winning here, somehow I need to have you draw. I don't even know what. Not that. All right. Not that. Well, I don't know. Well, like I was kind of just half turn behind the whole game, which on a donate board, you know, it's reasonable. It's not ideal. I don't know if we're going to the... Are you making the table? Yes. My start. No, your start. No, my start. My start. There we go. Well, this is not good. We're gonna... Hopefully we can win these last two, but I'm kind of losing faith in my ability to draw properly. Alright, what do we got here? We have a terrible 2-5. That's what we have. We have a terrible 2-5. What are we going to open on this terrible 2-5? Settlers Workshop? We'd really like to be opening like Double Workshop or something like that. But that's clearly not happening. So... yeah. Workshop, shop, maybe a little bit better. It might not actually be that bad. I mean, I think I'd be opening Double Workshop on the 3-4, plausibly. You can draw okay here, like Harbor Village, Smithy, Throne Room. You can it all eventually get to come together, but it's going to be a little bit annoying without trashing, and I don't know. It's all just a little bit annoying. I mean, the Settlers could be as good as a shop. Not really, but, you know, it's fun to think about. Well, it will certainly be worse than a shop. That said, I do kind of like the Double Workshop idea. And, yeah, we'll grab another. It could be like Double Harbor Village here. Just take like Village. Doesn't seem like the worst thing ever. It'll make it more probable that I play both workshops, that's for sure. Let's do it. I'm gonna see both right here, and my deck's just gonna like fail this shuffle. Okay. How do we feel about shop now? I'll be okay. I'm about to collide the workshops on the bottom of the deck with like nothing. It's going to be amazing. I'm about to bottom deck both workshops. Is what's going to happen. Oh, amazing. I didn't do that. Do we want a throne room or a smithy? I want smithy more. I'm a little light on village for smithy support, but on the other hand, we're going to see a workshop at the top of the shuffle, and I would like to get through this shuffle a little bit quicker than it seems like I'm going to. Alright, we still managed to draw like garbage. By which I mean both workshops right here. This sucks. I'm just not really getting as much stuff. Look at this shop making 7. Bustling Village. Seems alright. It's a village. Look at that. Village Smithy. Just like we like it. You, of course, you know, are actually getting your deck to work properly. This is lovely bad. What could I have done about this one? Not a whole lot. Just less stuff. Harbor Village's in there. Harbor Village double workshop in there. I mean, we're going to be doing the Craftsman Marchland thing eventually, but we have to be drawing okay first. So I don't really know. Okay, I need more Smithy. Maybe like Smithy Throne. Smithy Craftsman. Is next turn actually functional? No, not really. So there you go, Smithy Throne. Probably we can gain a Craftsman next turn off one of the workshops. Or off the workshop, I guess would be more appropriate. Basically gonna watch my deck just not work. Which is fantastic. I'm gonna do another throne. In hopes that something will come together. Probably need to just keep hoping. I'm pretty sure this is like incredibly bad. And I'm just totally lost. But I mean, you can see I'm trying to do the same thing. It's just not working as well. Would you rather throw in a workshop or throw in Bustling? I don't even know. The interest of keeping the turn going would be throwing Bustling, but on the other hand, is that really going to get the turn going? Don't think so. Well, I don't know. Just try to do one big turn at some point. It's annoying, but what else are you going to do? I'm going to throw in shop here independently. Like we're not going to throw in throne. Throw in Craftsman, get like 2 Marchlands or Marchland Bustling. Or we Craftsman for Marchland. Is this okay? This has like Bustling Village and some Smithies in it. Yeah, that's pretty okay. Alright. Just pick up like Throne, Smithy a little bit more. We could receive tribute for what? Farmer's Market. Bustling Village. Farmer's Market, Bustling Village. Is that the worst thing ever? Maybe not. kind of just like more thrones, too. Like, just go throne, throne. Yeah, it gets things a little on the low side, but what else are we doing? Marchland estate, maybe. Like, I mean, we knew this turn was coming, so the hope is just to survive like one more turn over there, which could be difficult given how well things seem to be working. I mean, we're going to be trying to win this next turn is the new conviction. Could be a little tough, but I mean, we have the draw. Probably can empty Marchland plus I don't know what. Maybe workshop twice for like, I don't even know. Craftsman, Smithy, or like Throne Smithy, or like Throne Throne. Go Throne Throne. Okay. I was kind of planning to play this Craftsman for something else. Okay, I think this will do. Workshop Smithy twice, Workshop Craftsman twice, and then whatever. Okay. Got a little bit more stuff in my deck in the end. I think just one throne room to 9 seems like a substantial difference. Alright, we have a 5-2 that we are extremely happy with, I think. We have shelters, so let's not go opening Seer. Let's go opening Counterfeit, probably. And then we'll work from there. The draw here is going to be a little bit... Well, it's going to be fine. No, it's not going to be fine. The draw here is going to suck. It's like Seer, Shantytown, Enchantress, which is utter garbage. There's Counterfeit Capital, which is probably going to be better than Loot. I guess we are going to take Fool's Gold, because Seer Fool's Gold is something that kind of works out, I think. Probably want to play, well, I don't think we're going to open Fool's Gold. We'll take Fool's Gold eventually, but we're not going to open it. There is some question of whether we take a state. The answer is surely yes, in that case. Because as we add Seers for what will eventually be the draw, that is something that we will like to do. Yeah, I'm very happy with this 5-2. You also don't even really want Enchantress early. Like, I'm expecting the 3-4 to be like Shantytown Silver. The problem with Enchantress early is that they just like pig their Necropolis and then what? You just like gave them +1 card. It's surely no good. At all. It's going to be an ugly board, though, just because the draw is so difficult. Do not frog the Necropolis. Okay. I think we decided that we did want to replace this with an estate, because we don't want Fool's Gold immediately. And Seer draws estate. Okay, this will be a Seer. That seems good. I guess it could also be Pickaxe. I'm just thinking. I guess it'll be Pickaxe. Gross. Well, so much for whatever advantage I was being afforded by the 5-2. Okay, this will be Enchantress. It'll be fine. Hopefully you can play your Enchantress. Pig this Necropolis. Be amazing. No, no such luck. Okay. We're getting ourselves another Enchantress here, even though I'm almost certainly going to get my Seer pigged. Nope. Okay, it's good. Things are good so far. At some point we'll want a pair of Fool's Golds, but, you know, we're working along right here just fine. Oh, never mind. Alright, we're gonna frog this, I think. I don't know how good a job you're gonna do of drawing. I guess we launch. Okay, this will be double Fool's Gold. You find your Enchantress here, that's fine, because we can do the Necropolis. Yeah. Like this. But we'll want capital. I don't know when. I don't feel like things are actually going particularly well at this point. Just... Okay. This completely sucks. I guess we're going to pickaxe one of them. What is it? Insignia. I could counterfeit the Fool's Gold. I mean, we can also launch and just see copper or whatever, rebuy Enchantress. I could counterfeit the Insignia. Counterfeit the Fool's Gold gets us to... what? Something where we can put Seer ink on top? I don't know. Thing is, like, I feel like I'm just destined to be Enchantress every turn. Counterfeiting the Fool's Gold makes 5 coins, which would get us to 10. We could top deck 2 Seers, or top deck like Capital Seer, or top deck 2 Seers. I do need to feel like I need to get an Enchantress back into the deck, which is kind of obnoxious. Actually, it's extremely obnoxious. Yeah, so maybe this just ends up top decking 2 Seers, and then like somehow next turn we can ink launch. I mean, at some point we don't really want to be working with Fool's Gold anyways. This ink launch idea is kind of sketchy, I'm noticing. Considering that we can't actually draw it. Well, yeah, we can, because there's another Seer here. And it can top deck, but I'd rather do the other Seer here. Well, probably do the Fool's Gold. Well, no. It'll be fine. I should have held a copper back, but that's okay. Get ourselves another Fool's Gold. I'm so just utterly behind. Just annoying. It's always annoying to be behind. I'm not really sure how to make things start working. I mean, at some point we need to be running Counterfeit Capital. I just don't know how to do that. We could frog this Necropolis. We could frog a Seer instead is the thing. Alright. That's fair enough. Yuck! Why do my Seers not draw anything? Serious question. I guess we're gonna go looking for a different thing than insignia here. I'm gonna top deck capital and then launch. Seems decent. Kinda want more enchantresses also. They are like draw. I mean, I'd like to clear coppers too, is the problem. Okay. If we're going to trash the insignia with Pickaxe and then launch, that would be the time. Sword, that seems good. The Counterfeit launch. I don't really want to top deck a Counterfeit, so maybe we just launch now. So I can go like Counterfeit, Fool's Gold, Shanty Town. And we'll try to work from here. Not so much for sword doing anything. Jeez. That is a lot of money. Yeah. That's a lot of money. I mean, at some point we want to dive into the capitals, but on the bright side, I guess you had to use all 3 Seers. On the not so bright side, like, the draw still sucks. And I have quite a bit less coinage being produced each turn than you, although this could change rapidly if we manage to draw deck. Okay. Like that. Like that. Why when I open 5/2s this season does the 5 miss? I had this like in my last game where I thought I had it against VR Smith, where I thought I had like this amazing 5/2 and then it just missed and didn't matter because, yeah. Because nothing you do in Dominion actually matters. There's serious bottom decking issues today. At least the workshop didn't bottom deck. Like, I totally thought both workshops were going to bottom deck in the last game, and they didn't. I thought it was going to be like the most predictable thing ever. I wonder if I'm going to have a win this turn. It seems kind of far-fetched. We'd have to, like, get 2 capitals, yeah, I don't think so. It seems in the realm of possibility. The problem is, like, you also might just win next turn, which means I might need to score a little bit. Oh, we're getting another Enchantress out. Okay, you have gotten the fear put into you. Let's see how we draw. I would really like to get a second Enchantress out, although that's also lowering piles a lot. Okay. Alright, so if we're gonna do this turn, what's it gonna look like? We're gonna pickaxe this Enchantress. We're gonna counterfeit fool's gold. We're gonna buy some counterfeit capital. I think it's doable. The problem is like if I don't do it this turn, I'm pretty sure I just lose next turn. Because I'd have to get another Enchantress out for draw purposes. Maybe counterfeit 1 fool's gold? Or can we wait? It's a real question. Also, what are we even piling? Like estates? Seems potentially difficult. Well, let's see where it takes us. Jewels, that's fine-ish. So what do we want? We want some capitals and some counterfeits. And the hope is somehow this delivers us a win. Are we taking like counterfeit, capital, fool's gold, launch? Or I guess just counterfeit, capital, launch. Oh, this isn't going to work. That's awkward. One of these should have been a fool's gold. Well, I think we still take this. So this should have been a fool's gold, and then we'll have to see if we have actually won. Would have been like this. And we would have been way short on the buys. So really our hope now is basically that you have a terrible turn. Which could happen, though not likely. Yeah, we would have been, we would have been far short no matter what. Like, we just didn't have the buys. Next turn's going to be a really big problem with no Enchantress. What's our best shot at drawing? Probably like double Shantytown here. I can't say we didn't go for it. I may need another Fool's Gold, problematically. We're not actually carrying a whole lot of money. Well, we have the capital on top, so do it like this. I am totally just going to lose right now. I'm just going to put it out there. This cannot actually work. Like, you can totally just pile, probably. Insignia is not what you were looking for, I'd guess, but it doesn't gonna matter. Yeah. Alright. Ah, gosh. Well, I feel like some things went bad there. It really felt like the VR Smith match where it was like I was just trying to do the right thing and it wasn't working as well. I don't think there was anything in there where I really felt like I made a particularly terrible decision other than the one turn where I didn't play the Frigate, although I think I was just going to be screwed no matter what in that case. And, yeah, these things happen. I'm going to be demoting, and I'll see you all.